Welcome to FastCase. You are currently looking at the home screen for FastCase 7. FastCase 7 is designed to be a universal searching system. This means that you can search any combination of jurisdictions, levels of authority, or types of materials all at the same time. Alright, let's get started using some of the features in FastCase. To begin, in the center of the screen you see the search box. If you begin typing in this search box, you'll see one of the first tools in FastCase. As you begin typing the party name or citation, you'll see that FastCase makes suggestions as to documents that you might be interested in. For example, as I've begun typing the case Takao Ozawa versus United States, I just have to type part of the party name in, and you can see the suggestion has already popped up as to the case I'm interested in. To view this case, all I have to do is click on the title. I've gone directly to the case I'm interested in, and now I can read the case, cite to it, and use a number of the tools in FastCase to continue my research. I can return to the home screen in FastCase 7 simply by clicking the FastCase logo in the top left corner of the screen. Alright, now that we've run a basic search, let's run a slightly more complicated fact pattern. FastCase supports natural language, which is a search phrased as if you were speaking to another person, citation lookup, which is a search using the citation for a particular document, as well as Boolean searching. Boolean searching is searching using specific terms and connectors that specify the relationship between those terms. For this search, I have a fact pattern. In 2018, the Board of Immigration Appeals issued a decision on the matter of Bermuda's quota, holding that the time and place of an initial removal hearing need not be contained in a notice to appear, so long as this information is sent later. Our question for today's example is, what have the courts said about this ruling? Because my fact pattern does not have a particular jurisdiction, I'm going to leave my source as the entire database. For my search phrase, I'm going to put the information in a Boolean keyword search, so that means it's going to be a fairly specific search phrase. In this example, it's going to simply involve quotation marks. Bermuda's space coda, close quotation. To run this search, I'm going to hit the orange search box over here on the right. My search results have loaded here in the center of the screen. My search results are by default in relevance order, meaning the more relevant results should be at the top, less relevant ones should be at the bottom. However, I can change the sort order at any time by clicking on the Sort By button in the top right corner of the screen. So I can sort by relevance, the default, how many times a document has been cited to, how many times it's been cited to by other documents in this search, the authority level of the issuing body, date order, as well as alphabetical order. Also, my results are bottomless, which means that as I scroll down, additional results will be loaded. Alright. Around the edge of the screen, I have a couple of tools that can also help me with this search. Each of these panels can be expanded or hidden depending on your needs. On the left-hand side, I can see I currently have 90 results. Beneath this, I have the FastCase filters. I can use these filters to narrow my jurisdiction to further narrow or focus my search if I need to. I can narrow it by a particular state, district court, or appellate court. I can narrow it by the authority level of the issuing body, or by the document type. I also have an option to limit it by a particular date range if I choose to. Now, my current search is fairly broad, but I may not be terribly familiar with this case, so I may be looking for additional terms to add to my search phrase. In the bottom left corner of the screen, I have the interactive tag cloud. This tag cloud scans my current results, looking for terms of art and common legal phrases that appear in my search results. So I can use this tag cloud to narrow my search by taking suggestions for phrases to add to my search. So for example, I might choose to add collateral attack. When I do so, my results are automatically updated to show me results that include my original phrase, Bermuda's Cota, and my new terms, collateral attack. So now I've gone from 90 results to just 50. I can also use the tag cloud to focus my search by using it to exclude certain terms. So if I'm not interested in cases discussing Chevron, for example, I can click on it and select exclude, and my results will update to exclude those particular cases. So now I've gone from 50 results to just 32. If I'm not interested in those further narrowed results, I can always modify my search phrase at the top of the screen and run my search one more time. At the bottom of the screen is the interactive timeline. This is a tool in Fastcase that's unique to Fastcase, and it shows you information about your current results that you might not see without a great deal of sorting. You can hide the interactive timeline by clicking on this downward arrow, or expand it by clicking over here in the corner. Now, along the bottom axis, the interactive timeline shows changes over time. So cases to the left would be older, cases to the right, more recent. The y-axis shows relevance. So cases towards the top of the screen are more relevant, cases towards the bottom are less relevant. Each of these circles represents an individual case, but the size of the circle indicates how many times that particular case has been cited to. So this would be a seminal case on this topic, while this small circle would represent a case that has not been cited to at all. You can see two different colors of circle currently on this timeline. If you ran a wider search, you'd probably see a third color as well. The easiest color to spot would be a red circle, but that's not present on this timeline. A red circle would indicate a case that is no longer good case law, a case that's been overturned, remanded, or is otherwise bad law. The large gray circles indicate the number of times this case has been cited to overall in the entire database. The blue circle, on the other hand, indicates the number of times this case has been cited to by other cases in this same search. This is important because it can be frustrating to find a case that's a seminal case, but that is seminal for a proposition that you're not currently searching for. A case with a large blue circle is a case that's likely to be seminal for the issue that you're currently searching for. You can also zoom in on your timeline or adjust its placement as needed. I'm going to minimize the timeline so we have a little bit more space. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can see a couple of suggested documents. Fastcase has a partnership with Docket Alarm, our sister product. Docket Alarm interfaces with state and federal dockets to pull the rest of the information from the case, the pleadings, the motions, the counterclaims, etc. Anytime a Docket Alarm result appears on the right-hand side of the screen, there is a docket that belongs to one of the cases that is cited in your current results. So this is a great way to expand your research into the actual documents of the case. At the top of the screen, you'll see suggested documents from Foresight. Foresight is a tool that looks for other cases that don't meet your current search terms, but that are very seminal for similar topics to what you're searching for. So these three cases that are here on the right are being cited to by cases in my current search results, but they don't meet my current search terms. Foresight is a great way to ensure that you haven't missed a seminal case that doesn't quite match your search parameters. So you might want to look at those as suggested results that you might want to take a glance at anyway. Once you've found a case that you're interested in, you can click on it from the results list or from the interactive timeline to review further.